Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. I know this is not how my videos normally start off. Today we are doing a little bit of a different format with my videos just because I want to try a different editing style where they don't really do a full solid intro and stuff. They kind of just hop right into the video. So that's what we're gonna do. I had 3 other videos that I was going to do instead of this, but it didn't end up happening because I already started this project a little bit. It is currently Tuesday while I'm filming this. I think it's October 3rd actually. It is October 3rd because I was watching TikToks earlier. People were doing October 3rd. This is what I've gotten done so far on the project. You guys already know from the title, I'm making flamed fire cardigans instead of doing the sweater. I think it was made by the.moment. It was some creator, I can't remember who they were that made it, but somebody made a crocheted sweater and I loved the way it looked. I wanted to do pink and black, one because I had a lot of pink yarn that needed to be used up from Barbie projects from the Barbie movie coming out that I hadn't finished. Also, the fact is I just like black and pink together, so I thought, why not? Disclaimer, I am bigger than a normal person who would probably make that sweater. I also didn't buy the pattern for that sweater because I didn't know if I was going to make a sweater or not. So instead we're DIYing it ourselves. So I found a couple different grids that had the flame that I could use to tapestry crochet it. But I wanted 4 of them because I needed them to all be wide enough. Even on the ends there's a lot of the black and not a lot of the flame. But I need a little bit to go on the side anyways. But I wanted 4 of them so that they can all be in the center. So I kind of had to go on Stitch Fiddle and make my own graph, and now that's what I'm going off of. So it'll be fine. I think it's going to work up really nice. This is not going to be a tutorial in any way, shape, or form. But if you guys just want to stick around, see me look a little crazy, but that's nothing new on this channel. That's what you signed up for. If you guys have subscribed, there's so many of you guys that are already here. We already have 2,000 of you guys here, which is a little crazy to me, which is so cool, so awesome. I love that so much. But you guys signed up for this. You guys subscribed, and you haven't already, subscribe because we're real around here. Because, well, most of the time we're real around here. Sometimes I put on makeup for an intro, sometimes I don't. Today, didn't feel like it, so we're not gonna do it. I haven't been up for very long. I literally rolled out of bed.
Trust me, we can tell.
After I watched TikToks for about an hour or 2, and then I was like, I need to film before I have to leave for today. This is gonna be the back panel of my work, so think of this as going in the back of the cardigan. That's how a back panel works. And then I'll have 2 front panels. I don't know if I want to do 2 separate contrasting panels on the front, one black and one pink, or if I just want to stick to doing all black or all pink. I think probably all black would look better, but I don't want to have to work with that much black yarn. I also don't have that much black yarn, which means we'll have to go to the store. Anyways, this will be the back panel, then we'll work up 2 front panels. I might even do this similar thing that I used to do, like I did with one cardigan, but I never finished the cardigan, where you work the back panel, and then once you're done with the back panel, you kind of work your front panel with the panel, so it's all one thing, so you don't have to sew things together. And then you just do the sleeves, and you do have to sew them on or slip stitch, whatever you want to do. You know how it works. So hopefully this project won't take that long.
I say this, but it's now December.
I did start this a couple days ago. I think I started this on Sunday, and it's now Tuesday. Side note, but do you guys ever feel like one of those days when you wake up and you're just like, not today? Today is not gonna be my day, because that's currently me today. I have to go to I don't even know if it's an interview. It's a job talk through with one of the shift managers at my old job, because I'm going back, well, fingers crossed if everything goes well today, I'm going to be going back to my old job that I left in March of this year. So I need to pay things off because I decided to go to the Eras tour and I spent way too much money on tickets, and now I can't pay them back. But if there's anybody else out there who just wakes up one day and they're like, I'm not feeling it today, that's me too. So instead, I'm going to procrastinate by talking to the camera instead of actually doing what I initially need to do. next day. It's actually Thursday that I'm now filming this. I wanted to recap with you guys a little bit on everything else that I did last night. I'm going to talk about the book that I finished, which was what I was reading last night, which is Serpent and Dove. Look, this was the first fantasy book that I actually have ever read. Honestly, I really liked it. I was surprised by it. I know you guys are not here to listen to me ramble about a book. If you guys have wanted to read this book, I highly recommend it. Long story short, for people who don't know what this book is, it is a witch and a witch hunter, a forbidden romance to it, and a forced proximity because they are like not fake married, but they are like basically forced into marriage. And it's this whole thing. I was just like in the shower last night thinking about this book, like thinking like, oh, how is this person related to this person, or how is this connected to this? Overall though, I did really like the book. I gave it a 4 stars. You guys probably are not here though to hear me ramble about that book, but if you guys are interested in book related content, let me know down below, because I think as much as I've been on my crocheting journey, I think I'm starting to get back into reading books. Back to the whole point of this video. I feel like I didn't do much progress at all. I read almost a whole book last night, but didn't do much crocheting. This is the portion that got done last night. Honestly, I think it's coming up really well. This is though about almost half of the graph that I made. So I don't know if it's going to be the length that I'm wanting. I might just have to make a shorter jacket type cardigan. I wanted to do like a normal cardigan length, but I might just have to consider doing a like jacket length. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. This is the back for people who are wondering what it looks like. I just did the method where you carry your yarn, but you tuck the string into a certain stitch, kind of just whenever I remembered to. I started doing 3 stitches, but then I got tired of it, so I kind of just did it whenever. Sometimes I forgot to do it. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's very tight, so that way even when I wear it, it's not gonna like hopefully like do anything to it. At least I'm hoping. And I still am trying to figure out how to make my lines like more precise. So if you guys actually have any tips on that, let me know. They're supposed to be a little riggedy just because that's how I made the graph, was so it looked like an actual flame. From a distance, I think it looks good. Up close, not as much. That this is taking so long already. I started this on Sunday and it's already Thursday. All these other things have been happening in my life, and so I haven't been able to work on this as much, so I feel like it's taken so long. We're gonna go and continue working on this, and I'm gonna come back to you guys when I have an update on this cardigan.
Trying to finish this and I couldn't contain myself. It was like the crying tears that I felt while reading 1,000 Boy Kisses.
Alright, it is a lot later now. The sun has gone down, so that's why it is very dark right now. But remember earlier how I was saying, oh, it's taking so long for me to work on this panel? I finished the graph part of the panel. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I'm absolutely in love with how it's looking so far. Earlier when I said that I didn't know if it was going to be long enough, it's not going to probably be long enough for me to make it like a full length cardigan like I was wanting, but it'll be a little bit longer than a jacket length. But I am going to add 8 more rows to it with the black, at least 8. I might do more. We'll see what I end up doing, just so it can match the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it basically a low sew method, where I'm going to add the 2 front panels of the cardigan to this as I go. So once I've finished these rows, which I don't think I'm going to do tonight because I've been crocheting all day and my hands are really sore, but I'm literally going to measure how long I need the front of the panel to be, so like this, and just work up the row so I don't have to attach the panel to it, and then just come over here, do the same amount of stitches, do that, and then we'll do ribbing around the neckline and stuff like that, the sleeves, all that fun stuff. But hopefully that will help take away some of the time of me not having to sew a bunch of pieces together. Don't know coloring for the sleeves and stuff. I know for the front of it, I think I'm just going to keep it basic and just do black, nothing to it. And for the sleeves, I still don't know what I want to do. But the good news is that this is completely done. So I will come back probably tomorrow and we'll see where I'm at with this cardigan. guys, welcome to Friday. Oh my goodness, this week has gone by so fast. So much has happened in my life, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update before I leave to go and do my orientation today, which is why I actually have clothes on and I don't look like a dumpster bag. I worked on this a little bit more last night, even though I said I wasn't going to, because I just didn't know what else to do. I wanted to read a little bit more of the second book in that series, but I read like 5% of it and I was like, no, I want to crochet. So I did that instead. You guys already saw the back panel. I just added 8 rows of the black half double crochets to it. So it looks like this with a little bit of the border on it. And I basically made the front panel like this and I just had it like stayed to it. So when it came to the panel, I went over and I just kind of eyeballed it. I had no idea what I was going to do for like the length of the front panel. So I did 30 stitches over, and then obviously on this side I started it too because I finished this one. And I'm about probably halfway done with this one, maybe a little bit over a fourth of the way. I'm not sure. But when you put it on, it'll look like a cardigan. And then we'll do the ribbing around the top of here in pink and all that. I still don't know what I'm doing for the sleeves just yet, but we'll figure that out. I also don't even know if this is the same length as this, because the graph was done in half double crochets, but I wanted this to go by quicker, so I did double crochets. Also, because I get hot really easily and this is acrylic yarn, I wanted to use double crochets to kind of give it, you can kind of see the little holes peeking through just a little bit to help give it some of that waviness to it so it's not as thick. Probably going to do double crochets for the sleeving as well, unless I came up with a new idea, because I was like, if I do just black and then do the like ribbing with pink, it's going to be a lot of black and I want to add some more pink to it. So I thought I could do flames on the sleeves, but if I do flames on the sleeves, then I'm going to have to probably do half double crochets, and I don't want it to be that thick on me. It's because this doesn't wave as much. You're not even going to be able to tell, but this doesn't wave as much as this. This is more droopy than this is. I do have at least the front panel basically done. I still have to figure out the sleeving. I thought about doing stripes as well, doing like every other row or every 2 rows being like black and then pink and so forth, but I don't really like that idea. I've done a lot of stripey things recently, so I don't really want to do that. That's all for now. We're gonna go to orientation, and nobody probably cares about this, but I'm throwing this in for myself. Today is the first day where I live that the fall weather has commenced. It has been 80 to 90 degrees since summer, but it's finally, I think it's like 59 today. So I'm really excited about that. I'm wearing a fall shirt. I had the window open last night and I woke up and it was so nice. I'm just so excited for fall. I'm so excited even though we're already in October. I'm just excited for colder weather. It's my favorite part of the year. So I can actually wear pieces like this, like my crocheted projects. I'm so excited because I have so many ideas of things I want to make, so many things I want to wear that I have made. But in years past, it gets way too hot way too quickly for me to wear anything. So I'm actually going to get to wear stuff and I'm actually really excited about it. But I'm going to go. We're going to go do adult things and then I'll come back later and we'll figure out what I'm going to do. Update, even though it doesn't seem like an update because we're in the same position as we were earlier. But earlier it was like 2. Now it's about 6 o'clock. I have an important update, at least important for me, because I got coffee. There are people walking outside with their dogs. That was very creepy. Wait, where is he walking to? Okay. Anyways, so I have no progress obviously for my cardigan. There is a little bit of a problem that we do have, and that's that this, I mean, you can't even tell what it is, but this is all the yarn I have left. This is all the yarn I have left. I have this much of the pink still, so hopefully that, and then I also have a whole new skein of it as well, so that should be enough to make 2 sleeves. Very important update was that I got coffee. It's probably the longest video in the century of videos because I'm trying to do a new filming style where it's more of like a vlog type thing and not just like a here's what I'm doing it, did it, it's done, bam, boom. I'm trying to do something new and different and see what you guys like, or just see if I like doing it better, which is probably going to take more filming and more editing to do, but if the video turns out better, I'll be more happier with it. But today to finish this cardigan, and basically the weekend, because Monday I start my new job, which is not even a new job. I'm just going back to my old job that I used to work, that I left in March of this year. I worked there for about a year and a half, so I'm going back to work there. I even talked, it was weird, like the manager that, like the shift manager that hired me back on, I knew both of the managers when I like originally worked there. They have some new ones there too, but she literally somehow talked about like not filming, but like she said be careful what you post on the internet about the place. So I don't even know if I want to say where I'm working. I think they classify it as fast casual. It's basically a fast food place, and I'll be working in the drive-thru for the most part like I used to. I think that's all I have. I haven't read any more of Blood and Honey, which was the second book in the Serpent and Dove series. On my way up to my job, I ended up going on Spotify and found a playlist for the book that I read, the Serpent and Dove book. And there was a playlist on Spotify that had like all these like fall witchy vibe songs on it, and it was just so nice, so cute. The windows were down. It was a very nice, good time. I keep on wanting to talk, but I know I'm just procrastinating for whatever reason. I shouldn't have made all these beanies. If I wouldn't have made all these beanies, then I probably would be fine. Beanies are so cute though. Like, hello? Adorable. I think so. I just need to go work on things. All right, I'm gonna go. Hi guys, so I don't know when I last updated because it's been a hot minute. I think the last I updated was either Thursday or Friday. I don't even remember what. The weekend happened. I ended up reading Blood and Honey, which is the second book in the Serpent and Dove series. Loved it. I read it all basically in one night, which was completely crazy. And then I started God of Monsters, but I have only read like 2 chapters of it because I've just been really busy. And I've done no crocheting. The whole point of this video was to crochet, and I haven't done any of that. Yesterday, I started up my new job, so time's also going to be on a crunch because of that as well. But it's now Tuesday, so it might be actually a whole week since I started this video. But during that time, crochet wise, I did go get another thing of yarn. So I got a big Red Heart Super Saver skein, and hopefully this will be enough to finish the project. I haven't done anything like I stated. I still have to finish the front panel that's left, and then work on the ribbing that's going to be pink, and still figure out what I'm going to do for the arms. No idea yet, but we will figure that out soon. So for my border, I did one single crochet row. This went around the entire cardigan, as you can see right here. And while I was doing this, I obviously had to be listening to Taylor Swift. What else was I going to listen to? I then followed that with a half double crochet row. So it was one single crochet row and then a half double crochet row. And it came out looking like this. Honestly, I thought it was really nice. I didn't have enough of the pink yarn to go around and do a traditional ribbing that I would normally like to do on a cardigan. That's very similar to how the cuff was right here. It was going to be the exact same, but I didn't have enough yarn, but this still came out really nice.
And finally, what we all have been waiting for, this was the end of the cardigan. I absolutely loved how it came out. The graph was great. The stripes on the sleeves, honestly, I kind of love. This was all I could really get though for actually showing you guys the action and the end of the cardigan, because there was just so much going on in these last 2 months. But regardless, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you will like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video.